Alexander Henderson, 1st Baron Faringdon. Alexander Henderson, 1st Baron Faringdon ch. September 28, 1850, March 17, 1934, known as Sir Alexander Henderson, 1st Baronet, from 1902 to 1916, was a British financier and Liberal Unionist Member of Parliament. Biography. Henderson was the son of George Henderson of Langham, Dumfriesshire. He began his career in the City of London with the accountancy firm Deloitte before becoming a stockbroker. He was best known as a financier of railways in Great Britain and overseas, such as the Al Haythras Gibraltar Railway Company, and was chairman of the Great Central Railway, GCR, from May 5, 1899 until the end of 1922, and then deputy chairman of its successor, the London and North Eastern Railway, LNER, from 1923 until his death. He was also a major shareholder in the Manchester Ship Canal and was involved in port developments and telephone and electrical systems in several countries. The Whitton Investment Trust was created in 1909 to hold his properties, and the asset management firm Henderson Global Investors was founded in 1934 after his death to administer his estate. In 1898 Henderson was elected to the House of Commons representing West Staffordshire, a seat he held until 1906. And he later returned to Parliament as member for St George's, Hanover Square from 1913 to 1916. The 1902 Coronation Honours List published on June 26, 1902 for the subsequently postponed coronation of King Edward VII, announced that Henderson was to receive a baronetcy, and on July 24, 1902 he was created a baronet, of Buscat Park, in the county of Berkshire. In 1912 he was appointed High Sheriff of Berkshire. In 1916 he was raised to the peerage as Baron Faringdon of Buscott Park in the county of Berkshire, now in Oxfordshire, and on June 4, 1917 was made a Companion of Honour for services in connection with the war, in his capacity as Vice Chairman of the Shipping Control Committee. He was on the governing body of Abingdon School from 1915 to 1934 and was the chairman of the governors from 1927 until his death in 1934. Family. Henderson married Jane Ellen, daughter of Edward William Davis, in 1874. He died in March 1934, aged 83, and was succeeded by his grandson Gavin, his eldest son Lieutenant Colonel the Honourable Harold Henderson having predeceased him. Altogether, the Hendersons had 7 children: Harold, born October 29, 1875, Alec, born October 23, 1876, Frank, born October 11, 1877, Margaret, born April 6, 1879, Philip, born March 16, 1881, Arnold, born July 1, 1883, and Eric, born September 26, 1884. Eric changed his surname to Butler Henderson shortly after his marriage in 1910, and it was as the Honourable Eric B. Butler Henderson that he was elected to the board of the GCR in 1918. Like his father, he also served on the board of Ilner from its formation at the start of 1923. Honours. Both Henderson and his wife were honoured by having railway locomotives named after them, all being express passenger types. In 1902, the Great Central Railway, GCR, the railway of which Henderson was chairman, gave the name Sir Alexander to one of their 440 locomotives, number 1014 of Class 11B, Ilner Class D9, which had been built the previous year, Henderson having recently been created a baronet. His wife was similarly honoured when one of the GCR's Class 8442, Ilner Class C5, number 364, built 1906, was named Lady Henderson by March 1907. In August 1913, the GCR named their new Class 11E, Ilner Class D10, 440 locomotives after directors of that railway. They became known as the Director Class as a result. The first of the class, number 429, was named Sir Alexander Henderson, and the name Sir Alexander was removed from number 1014 at the same time. In 1917, after Henderson was raised to the peerage, number 364 was renamed Lady Faringdon, and carried the name until withdrawal in December 1947, but instead of number 429 being renamed, the name was removed from this locomotive, and instead, newly built Class 9P460, Ilner Class B3, number 1169 was named Lord Faringdon, and carried the name until withdrawal in December 1947. In March 1948, British Railways renamed an Ilner Class A4462, number 60034, hitherto named Peregrine, Lord Faringdon, Again the name was carried until withdrawal, this occurring in 1966. Henderson's youngest son Eric was similarly honored in 1919 when Class 11 F440 number 506 was named Butler Henderson. Eric was one of only 2 GCR directors of the time who had not already given their names to locomotives. This locomotive ran until 1960, and has been preserved. In addition to these, the Henderson's Scottish Retreat provided the name for another GCR locomotive, number 4 Glenalmond of Class 1A, built in 1913, it ran until 1947. Notes: it ran until